Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणं चैतन्यमीश्वरं परमानन्दमाधवम् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Welcome all for Bhagavatam discussion. So we'll continue our reading Bhagavatam, Canto 2, chapter 2, text 31. Can somebody read, please? Located.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Canto 2, chapter 2, text 31. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tena atmananam upati sanatam upayati sanatam
Shanta.
anand
Because
shanta.
yes, there is a line means it becomes Sha. Sa becomes Sha.
Shantam anandam आनंदामये आवासने आवासने इतं गतिं भगवतीं गतो यः सा वै पुनर्नेह विसर्जित
Anga.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Only the purified soul can attain the perfection of associating with the personality
Got it.
in constitutional state. Whoever is able to renovate such devotional perfection is never again attracted by this material world, and he never returns. Purport. We should specially note in this verse the description of Gatim Bhagavatim, to become merged in the race of the Parabrahman, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as described by the Brahmavadi impersonalist, is not Bhagavatim perfection. The Bhagavatas never accept merging in the impersonal race of the Lord, but always aspire after personal association with the Supreme Lord in one of the Vaikuntha spiritual planets in the spiritual sky. The whole of the spiritual sky, of which the total number of material sky is only an insignificant part, is full of unlimited numbers of Vaikuntha planets. The destination of the devotee, the Bhagavata, is to enter into one of the one of the Vaikuntha planet, in which in each of which the personality of Godhead, in his unlimited personal expansion, enjoys himself in the association of the unlimited number of pure devotee associates. The conditioned soul in the material world, after gaining an em- emancipation
Emancipation.
by the devotional service, are promoted to these planets, but the number of ever liberated souls is far, far greater than the number of conditioned souls in the material world. And the ever liberated souls in the Vaikuntha planets never care to visit this miserable material world. The impersonalist who aspires to merge in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti effulgence of the Supreme Lord, but have no conception of loving devotional service to Him in His personal form, in the spiritual manifestation, may be compared to certain species of fish who, being born in the rivers and rivulets, migrate to the great ocean. They cannot stay in the ocean indefinitely, for their urge for sense gratification bring them back to the rivers and streams to span. Similarly, when the materialistic become frustrated in his attempt to enjoy himself in the limited material world, he may seek impersonal liberation by merging either with the casual ocean or with the impersonal Brahmajyoti effulgence. However, as neither the casual ocean nor the impersonal Brahmajyoti effulgence affords any uh, superior substitute for association and engagement of the senses, the impersonalist will fall again into the limited material world to become entangled once more in the wheels of birth and death, drawn on by the inextinguishable desire for sensual engagement. But any devotee who enters the kingdom of God by transcendental engagement of his senses in devotional service and who associates with the liberated souls and the personality of Godhead there will never be attracted to the limited surroundings of the material world. In Bhagavad Gita 8.15, also the same is confirmed, as the Lord says, the great Mahatmas or Bhakti yogis, after attaining my association, never come back to this material world, which is full of miseries and is non permanent. The highest perfection of life, therefore, is to attain his association and nothing else. The Bhakti yogi, being completely engaged in the devotional in the Lord's service, has no attraction for any other purpose like jnana or
So,
yoga. A pure devotee is 100, a pure devotee is 100% devotee of the Lord and nothing more. We should further note in this verse the two words santam,
Shantam.
Shantam, Shantam and Anandam. The devotional service of the Lord can really bestow upon the devotee two important benediction, namely peace and satisfaction. The impersonalist is desirous of becoming one with the Supreme, or in other words, he wants to become the Supreme. This is myth only. The mystic yogis become encumbered by various mystic powers and so have neither peace nor satisfaction. So, neither the impersonalities or the yogis can have real peace and satisfaction, but the devotees can become fully peaceful and satisfied because of his association with the complete whole. Therefore, merging in the absolute or attaining such some mystic powers has no attraction for the devotee. Attainment of love of Godhead means complete freedom from all the other attractions. The conditioned soul has many aspirants, such as becoming a religious man, a rich man, or a first class enjoyer, or becoming God Himself, or becoming powerful like the mystics and acting wonderfully by getting anything or doing anything. But all these aspirations should be rejected by the prospective devotee who actually want to revive his dormant love of God. The impure devotee aspires after all of the above mentioned material things by perfection of devotion. But a pure devotee has none of the tinges of the above contaminations which are the influence of material desires, impersonal speculations, and attainment of mystic powers. One can attain the stage of love of God by pure devotional service or by a learned explanation of the Godhead for the sake of the devotee's lovable object, the personality of Godhead. To be more clear, if one wants to attain the stage of love of Godhead, he must give up all the desires for material enjoyment. He should refrain from worshipping any of the demigods, and he should devote himself only to the worship of Supreme Personality of Godhead. He must give up the foolish idea of becoming one with the Lord and the desire to have some wonderful past just to get the eternal adoration of the world. The pure devotee is only favorable engaged in that service of the Lord without any hope of emolument. This will bring about love of Godhead or the stage of Shantam and Anandam as stated in this verse. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Wonderful purport. Very, very long purport. Srila Prabhupada rarely writes such a long purport, but this is one of the words Prabhupada has given a very, very long purport. Let's try to meditate on that. Let's try to read and try to understand, and let's try what best we can imbibe in our life, how much we can, take the lessons from this purport of Srila Prabhupada. So Sukadeva Goswami is saying that only purified soul can attain a perfection of associating with the Supreme Personality Godhead. This is the very strong statement because we are all practicing devotees. If ask anyone what is the goal of life, yes, we want to go back home, back to Godhead. So going back home, going back Golok Dham is our goal. Srila Prabhupada say, go back home, back to Godhead. But here, Sukadeva Goswami is making it very clear that only purified soul can attain the perfection. So, unless we reach that level, it's difficult or here, not possible. So, as a practicing devotees, I should always aspire to become, I should work for it, not just aspiring. Yes, definitely I should have a strong desire. At the same time, I should work for it. Damodar Leela, generally we talk about when Krishna wanted to bind, Yashoda Maya wanted to bind Krishna. The ropes are not get connected. Ropes always 2 finger short. So Acharya gives kind of analogy that because when she requested, she put her mother Yashoda put maximum effort. Finally, she requested Krishna, please allow me to bind. So there is Yashoda Maya's effort and Krishna's mercy. Similarly, here, unless we put our effort, Krishna's mercy will not come. But both should happen hand to hand. I should put my 100% effort and sincerely pray to the Lord, please give me that mercy. So that purification will happen only when I have strong desire and work. Further, he says the complete bliss and satisfaction in his constitutional value, constitution state. What is the constitution state? Condition state and constitution state. Normally, my condition state or condition duty is connected to this body. Because I'm conditioned in this body. I means I'm not this body, the soul. This soul is conditioned in this body, so I will behave according to this body. Tomorrow, if the soul in another body, for example, dog, a cat, or any other, I will behave like that. So I'm conditioned that body. Whereas what is my constitution state? Constitution state is Jiva Swarupa Nityara Krishnadas. My constitution state is to always serve the Lord. I have not connected with the body. My duty is to serve the Lord. So that's why now further says whoever is able to renovate such devotional perfection is never again attracted to this material world. Renovate means what? That doesn't mean that we have to investigate or you have to reinvent. No, it's there. Prabhupada says the bhakti is there with everyone. We have to just ignite or you just uncover it. We all have a pure bhakti because we are all part and parcel of Krishna. But because of the various material modes and the association with this material world for so many millions of lives, I have contaminated or I'm covered with that. So I have to uncover it. That is the renovation. I have to just uncover. Bhakti is there because the soul is always pure. Soul is connected to the super soul, which is also pure. So only that connection will happen when I uncover it. So that's why once that uncover happens, there is no attraction, no more attraction to the material world, and he'll never return back. Such people will never return back. Now the question may ask, yes, we were all there with the Krishna. Because I had a desire to enjoy in separation with the Krishna, I've been sent here. Now, what guarantee that even after going back, suppose I perfected this life and went back to go Godhead, back to go the Golok Vrindavan, what guarantee that I will not come back? Because I was there, because I had desire to enjoy in separation Krishna, I haven't been sent here. Now, even again, after going back, what's guarantee that will not come back? Krishna is guaranteeing, Sukadeva Goswami is guaranteeing, no. Because that soul has gone through the millions of lives of suffering here, because the soul has gone through the purification, soul has understood, or soul has realized, no, this material world, I'll never come back again. So I'll not commit the mistake again, because that's my real home. So that's the point. So even then, I should be very careful not to have any other desire. So Prabhupada talks about Bhagavata here. So there are generally talk about two kinds of Bhagavatas, book Bhagavata and person Bhagavata. Book Bhagavata is the book Srimad Bhagavatam, whereas person Bhagavata is the person who studied Bhagavatam and who practices Bhagavata Dharma, who follows the Bhagavad Dharma and practices. So here Prabhupada says the Bhagavatas never accept merging in the impersonal rays of the Lord. So this is another philosophy. There are people saying that yes, you are Narayana, I am Narayana. So one day we'll all merge with Narayana. So that philosophy is not accepted because Lord is Lord, Jiva is Jiva. We cannot merge, we cannot one with the Lord. But we, we as a practicing devotees, we should be one with the Lord. We should not merge with the Lord. We should be one with the Lord in the sense that I should always obey the instructions of the Lord and I should always work for the Lord. That's way I should be one with the Lord. Means I should be always aligned with the Lord's objective. What is the Lord's objective? Lord's objective is to take back all the jivas back home, back to God. So as a practice devotees, I should support Lord. I should preach. I should engage other devotees so that everybody is motivated to go back home, Godhead. That way, I should be one in the sense I should always align with the Lord's purpose. That is what Lord wants. Lord wants every jivas to come back. So we also should support Lord. That's why Lord sends so many acharyas, so many sannyasis, so many pure devotees, and so many incarnations. Some or other, let this fallen soul get attracted, go back home, back to Godhead. So Lord does so many leelas. It takes so many avatars, so many incarnations, so many expansions, so many acharyas. They all come, some or other, they motivate. And we also do, we should do that bit of that service so that Lord's purpose is attained. So Prabhupada says here, the conditioned soul is in the material world after gaining the emancipation by devotion service are promoted to these planets. So going back to Godhead or the Vaikuntha Lokas, the different planets, the only process is devotion service, nothing else. I cannot do magic or mystic power or any other thing. I cannot go back to those planets. It's only devotion service, pure devotion. That's without any tinge of desire for material enjoyment, any tinge of my sense gratification, completely depend on Krishna. That is the devotion service can take me back home, back to Vaikuntha planets. So Prabhupada further says that liberated souls is far greater than the number of conditioned souls in this material world. So sometimes we say that, yeah, very few people are doing bhakti. Millions of people are there. Manushana Sahasreshu, Krishna says that there are millions of people, out of which only few people take up Krishna consciousness or when take up the bhakti, and out of which very few people take Krishna consciousness, and out of which few people take it seriously. But here Prabhupada says, yes, number of devotees are much more because not in this material world. There are other planets or other the Brahmandas. So other places the devotees are. Vaikuntha Loka, there are unlimited number of devotees who are eternally serving Krishna. So that way, that number is much more. But it's material world, people are less. People are less with the conscious of bhakti or Krishna conscious. So Prabhupada here says that, but any devotee who enters the kingdom of Godhead by transcendental engagement of his senses in the devotional service and who associates with the liberated souls and personally Godhead there will never attracted to the limited surroundings of material world. So once one realizes the difficulty of this material world, Krishna himself says this material world dukhalaya shashvatam. He says this place is not meant for good people. Prabhupada says that this place is not meant for gentlemen. Means we are not one who practices devotional service or one who following the dharma of the Bhagavad Dharma are not meant to be staying here. The one who follow the four regular principles, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex, and following the regular principles and chanting the holy name, devotional service with love, such people will never be attracted to the material world because their real place is there, Vaikuntha Loka. So that is what I heard Prabhupada also quotes from 8:15. मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम अशाश्वतम नानुपनन्ति महात्मा samsiddhim param gati. So after attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this material temporary world, which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. So Krishna himself saying that one who perfected his life by the devotional service, that pure devotional service, Shuddha Bhakti, not anything else. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, our eyes should be full of prema for Krishna and his devotees. Such people will never attract it. They may be in this world because that's why there are the liberated souls, they come here, like Srila Prabhupada. He is not from this material world. He has come here to kind of give us this Krishna consciousness. So when he comes here, he is not bound by the material world. He maybe look like one among us, or the great sannyasis, the spiritual masters. They may look like an ordinary person, but they're not. They are come here to just take us back to God. So we should be very, very careful. Yesterday we discussed, we should not offend any of the pure devotees. And more than that, we should serve them. Vaishnava Seva, we should always aspire to do that. That is the highest, because when Vaishnava is pleased, the spiritual world is pleased, but Krishna is pleased. So that's Prabhupada says the highest perfection of life, therefore, is to attain his association. Always when a any letter, capital is written means Krishna. His, him, whatever. And when H is written capital, we have written Krishna. So we are attaining Krishna's association. How? Like today, we are reading Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. So by reading Bhagavatam, we are attaining his association. Along with that, we are reading Srila Prabhupada's purport. So Srila Prabhupada also there. So we're getting association of pure devotees. And we are reading amongst devotees. So we have multiple benefits here. And Prabhupada says nothing else. So the pure devotee doesn't aspire anything else. Because Bhakti Yogi, being completely engaged in the Lord's service, has no attraction for any other places or jnana and vairagya, like anyabhilashita shunya jnana karmadi anavritam anukulena anushilana bhakti vrittam. There is no abhilasha, there is no desire except in a pure devotional service. No jnana, no yoga, no vairagya, nothing else required. So Prabhupada is talking about two words here, Shantam and Anandam. The one to be Shanta means one want to be peaceful, Anandam is bliss. So this is what every jiva is looking for it, even smallest and to the biggest animal. Everybody looking for these two things. They want to be peaceful and they want to, bliss, happy. So, but will they get happiness? Rarely. Rarely they get happiness. There's no permanent happiness. And will they be Shanta? Very rarely. But when we get that, that is what you mentioned here. We get full Shantam and Anandam when we associate with the Lord, when we serve the Lord. Because when we are not bothered by anything else in the material, we have full peace and happiness. Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita 5:29, Bhuktaranya tapasa sarvaloka maheshwaram, shuhradam sarvabhutanam, jnatum shantirajati. He says, I'm the Bhuktara, I'm the enjoyer of all this, the yajna and tapasa, what you do. And I'm the Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Not on this loka, unlimited Brahmandas is created by me. I'm the Maheshwara, I'm the controller, I'm the owner. I'm Suhradam Sarvabhutanam. He says, I'm the dearmost friend of every jiva. I'll not give up any jiva for that matter. And one who understands this, he says, Shanti Rachati, will get peace. Because when I understand that everything belongs to Krishna, what should I worry? And when I have an association of that Sarvaloka Maheshwara, who is a supreme father, supremely rich, supremely opulent, supremely powerful, and when he is with me, why should I worry? What is that to fear? And when such a person is a dearmost friend of mine, why should I worry? That is a real Shanti and real Ananda. Prabhupada here says, attainment of love of God, it means complete free from all other attractions. This is the most important. All other attractions. That I may have attraction to so many other things. I may be attraction to money. I may be attraction to bank balances. I may be attraction to opposite sex. I may be attraction to my name, fame, glories, or I may be attracted to something, beyond my imagination. But when I give up all these attractions, my only attraction is to serve the Lord. When that is a state I reached, that is a state I maybe get qualified to go back home, back to it. Prabhupada says, all these aspirations should be rejected by the prospective devotee who actually wants to revive his dormant love of God. You see, Prabhupada always uses a very perfect words. Dormant, dormant love of God. Dormant means it's already there. Love of God is already there. It's dormant. It's in a kind of a sleeping state. We have to activate it. We will revive it. We are all pure devotees in that perspective. Yeah, but we need that association of the Supreme Lord. We need association of pure devotees who can revive, and so that I can, with the practice, I can go back home, back God. Prabhupada here says, one can attain the stage of love of God by pure devotion service or by learned labor of love. So, yes, we have to work hard, learned labor of love. We have to serve very hard because bhakti is not lazy. Bhakti is not being just sit and chant. No, bhakti means devotional service. When one of the lecture, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj says, before joining, ISKCON, he was thinking, ISKCON devotees, brahmachari means morning, get up, do some japa, eat nicely and sleep. Then evening again japa, the peaceful life, no work. He says, no. After joining ISKCON, I understood. We work much more than that. They start the work at 4 o'clock and go to the bed maybe 11 o'clock. Hard labor, morning Mangalarati, then Japa, then morning Tulasi Arati, then offering Bhoga, then go out, distribute books and do all the cleaning work, come back in the afternoon, again cook, serve the Bhoga to the Lord, then put the Bhoga, the Lord sleep, then afternoon 4 o'clock again service, evening again go out and preach and come back again, the Bhoga offering, Sandhya Arati, Shayana Arati, and clean everything by the time 10:30, 11 o'clock, they go to bed. And it's everyday affair, not one day. And they're the most hardworking people because devotees, because their work is out of love for the Lord. Further, Prabhupada says that the foolish idea of becoming one with the Lord and desire to have some wonderful powers just to get empirical adoration of the world, which is foolishness. So if I desire to get some power or some mystic powers so that I can show off or I can show my power, these are foolishness because that's anyway going to destroy. Maximum, many of the kind of powers will get finished in this life itself before I leave this body, and some of them definitely, I mean, all of them will leave when I leave this body. Nothing will remain with me. So what is the point in doing this? The finally Prabhupada says this will bring about the love of Godhead, the stage of Shantam, Anandam, as stated in this verse. So those who are aspiring to become peaceful and happy, bliss and peaceful, simply take up devotional service, pure devotional service without any tinge of other material desires and attachment. This is the summary of this verse. I'll stop here. Devotees can add and correct me if I am something made a mistake. Please forgive me. Any questions also, please go ahead. Yes, maybe Sumit Prabhu want to start. Yes. No. Okay, Saurabh Prabhu, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Yeah, I will go ahead next. Yeah, sorry, Prabhu, you can continue.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's okay, Prabhu. Actually, I was not able to unmute. Yeah, you can continue. I will be next.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Such a wonderful explanation and such a big purport of Srila Prabhupada and expansion. So I've this is what my takeaways today to just focus on your devotional service, and and now I am become more aware and more alert and aware and active about the devotional service because I am going through the Vishnu Panchak Vrata. So I came to know that what is the value of the devotional activities, devotional service, and the takeaways that how to stay away from that kind of Vaishnava brother and other kind of offenses. So we should be very careful. So whatever we are doing as a Vaishnava, others people about the others people we don't know. But if we are really interested, if you are really have that kind of interest to go back to Godhead, so we have to be very careful about each and every seconds whatever we am doing and to whom I am about our behavior, our talking, our advice. We have to be very careful for, in each and every seconds, so that and it's also and it's only possible throughout your daily attending japa, daily reading Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, that kind of things, so that of course God will reply. Thank you, Guruji. Jai Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Sumit Prabhu, please.
Yeah, Prabhu. So this purport is very nice, and it's like Prabhupada has wonderfully explained on the Bhagavatam Gatim. That is the ultimate goal of life. Uh, that is revealed in Bhagavatam. So it distinguishes pure devotional service from that impersonal liberation or the moksha and the mystic perfections, siddhis. And it tells like this verse tells like only bhakti leads to shanti and ananda. That is the real spiritual happiness and the peace. So true perfection is not in merging into Brahman, but attaining the personal association with the Supreme Lord in one of the Vaikuntha planets. And not just in Vaikuntha planets, but if a devotee uh, is ready to serve the Lord anywhere, wherever he will get the bhakti, he is ready to be there. And the Bhagavata devotee enters the spiritual planet where the Lord eternally enjoys living exchanges with his unlimited associates. Now, the difference between the devotees and the impersonalists are like the Brahmavadis, they are always seeking impersonal liberation. So that is Sayujya Mukti, merging with the Lord's effulgence. So that state actually is, it lacks the loving engagement, and there's no activity merging into the Brahman effulgence. And therefore, they cannot satisfy the soul's natural inclination for service, to be loved and to love. So impersonalist eventually falls back into the material existence due to their unfulfilled desires for activity and enjoyment. Now, the devotees who attends the Lord's association, they never returns to the material world, as you told. Like once they see the situation here, and once they attains the Lord's association, so then they value that association, and they will never return to this place. So in Vaikuntha, the soul is fully satisfied in loving service. There is no chance of fall down. Uh, so devotees actually reject all the lower aspirations, and they aim for the highest goal, that is having a loving association of the Lord and loving service of the Lord. Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Sudha Mataji, Sudhavadi.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Uh,
Yeah. So, purified souls will attain association with the Supreme Lord. They get the opportunity to associate with Supreme Lord. So, one should we should have a strong desire to aspire for Krishna's association. So we can find many yogis and purified souls. Uh, they have like all the in Vrindavan, many gopikas and gopis, they have been playing with Krishna. And since they would have desired in their previous births to be associated with Krishna, and that is the reason they have that such a good opportunity to play with him, eat along with him, and all that. So they must be very blessed souls. And you also told us conscious state. Our conscious state should be always to serve Supreme
what
Lord.
constitution?
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Constitutional state.
Consciousness state, right?
No, condition and constitution. Constitution, you know,
Oh,
not
okay.
conscious. Constitution.
Okay. And since we have gone through many births, so we get contaminated by this material world, and we should uncover that and try to go back to Supreme Lord. And once we go back to Supreme Lord, then we will not be willing to come back to this material world, because we know how miseries are, and how pure and it would be with the Supreme Lord. And a person who studies Bhagavatam and who follows Bhagavatam, we should note it. So just studying is not enough. We should also follow and follow the instructions Prabhuji, Srila Prabhupada have explained to us in all these texts. And I should always obey with the instructions of the Lord. I should always align with the Lord's purpose, my motive. And pure devotional service without any desire for material things. That should be the thing. And once one realizes the miseries of the material world, then they will never get attracted to this material world. So how we are going to how we get attracted, I mean, towards Supreme Lord is by having pure love, bhakti, and listening to his listening to Bhagavatam, Kirtana. By doing all this, automatically we will develop that bhakti towards him, and finally we can achieve what we are aspiring for. That is to reach Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Preena Das Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Today you spoke about Sukadev Swami, who said about the purified soul can attain the perfection of associating with the personality of Godhead. You gave example of Mata Yasoda. Mata Yasoda was trying to bind Shri Krishna, but she was not able to do it because every time the thread would be smaller. And then Yasoda had put in a lot of efforts, but unless and until she had the mercy of Sri Krishna, she was not able to bind Sri Krishna. So even Mata Yasoda could not bind Lord unless Sri Krishna was associated with Mata and had the given that mercy to be binded
Basically,
by.
Krishna agrees with you.
Basically, Krishna agrees to. Only then Mata was able to bind. So the bhakti is there. Everyone has got it, but it needs to be uncovered through proper bhakti, and we need to uncover the bhakti, and then the connection only happens. So Prabhupada ji talks about the book Bhagavata. Bhagavata never accepts the merging with the Lord. We should be the one with the Lord. We should obey the Lord, and it should always align with the Lord. So Lord takes so many incarnations. It motivates us to be going in the right direction. The liberal soul is far, far better, and hence there are unlimited souls who are devoted to the Sri Krishna Bhakti. The personality of Godhead will never be attracted to the limited surroundings of the material world. The biggest perfection of life, therefore, is to attain the Lord Sri Krishna's association. And Prabhupada ji says that looking at Santanam and Anandam, we get both Santanam and Anandam when we get associated with Lord Sri Krishna. So, attaining of love of Sri Krishna means complete freedom, real Santi, and Anandam. By only attraction to be with the Godhead, we must be give up all the desires of the material enjoyment. Sri Prabhupada ji says that love of God is there, but in dormant form. So pure devotional service without any kind of expectation is what will help us reach Lord Sri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mariappan Prabhu. Mariappan Prabhu, are you there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhu.
Today's text is an excellent text. Only purified soul can attain the perfection of association with the personality of Godhead. The Bhagavatas never associate merging in the impersonal race of the Lord. Because of my desire of separation and enjoyment, I am thrown on this earth. Realization that not to have any other desire except going back home, back to Godhead, will qualify me to go back to Godhead. I cannot merge with Lord, but one with Lord, to be servant of servant, align with Lord in devotional services. Conditioned souls must completely depend on Supreme Lord without tinge of desire on materialistic world and planets. One who realizes that this material world is full of miseries will never get back to this world. Liberated souls like Srila Prabhupada come down to this world to help the suffering souls go back to Godhead. I must be careful not to offend such enlightened holy souls, and Shantam and Anandam are the two things searched by the suffering souls. Supreme Lord is the owner of all planets, and all my attractions must be eliminated to be qualified to go back to Godhead. Association of pure devotees and Supreme Lord by committed devotional service. One must engage himself or herself in active participation in devotional services with pure love on Supreme Lord. That much I have understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Ashamataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Our goal of life should be going back home to Godhead. Only pure devotees can attain this. I have to work very, very hard, strive for it, not just aspire it. I have to put a lot of efforts to get the mercy of the Supreme. And I understood the fundamental nature of the soul, that is conditioned and constitutional. Constitutional is permanent and condition is temporary. Then bhakti is there in everyone. Only thing is that we have to uncover it. And the soul is always pure, but due to material obligations, it becomes impure. I should try to be one with the Lord. That means I should not only learn how to do bhakti, but also preach, help all to realize the goal of life. I have to give up all other attractions, and only attraction should be to serve the Supreme. Um, I have to take up devotional service seriously without any tinge of material desire. Bhakti is the only way to get peace and ananda. That's my takeaway for today, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you all for joining. We'll end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Samavet
Jai.
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. So see you tomorrow. Possible, please send some messages in the group. Request others also, those who are not coming, please request them to join. Please try to help. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Pranam,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Thank you.